What's in the stupid sauce? My friend wants to know.
Ones and zeros and lust.
Also, was Jax planned to be trans from the start, or was that a more recent decision?
It was always meant to be a subtle implied thing, but at some point I just said f it.
Why doesn't Pomni like being touched?
Because I don't like being touched.
If you had the chance, would you make a season 2 of TADC?
Probably not, I'm tired.
Would Ribbit forgive Jax for what they've done?
Maybe, but it would take a while.
Did the title of episode 8 stand for something? Was it code for something? What does it mean? Or was it just the button mash it appears to be?
It's a keyboard mash, because I thought that'd be funny.
Is there a canon answer to what happens to Jax when she holds her breath?
Not really. It was meant to show how he can make fun of others but refuse to be made fun of himself.
Why did C and A shut down?
Because of Caine.
Is there anything in the show that you didn't put much thought into that the fans read too much into?
Every joke in the series.
What was your favorite part about working on TADC?
The early brainstorming phase.
How long did you have that Femme Jax design ready to go? Did you design her recently, or way back when you were still making the pilot?
I drew it right before I posted it because I wanted to put Pomni f***ing Ribbit into people's heads.
Was Caine actually altering Jax's mind in episode 7?
Now that was Jax avoiding accountability as usual.
Was there anything that surprised when TADC got popular?
I was scared about how they'd handle the ending.
Did Caine cause Scratch to abstract? And if so, how?
He tried to fix his brain and make him happy.
Did Pomni ever reunite with Gummy Goo?
I think she'd only want to do that if it was the Gummy Goo.
I thought Isn't She Lovely was about a baby.
A newborn baby girl, yeah.
Huh? What is the scene where they all in chess and there is cake and bowling ball mean?
Music video.
So are they immortal now? They'll live in the circus forever? For eternity?
Until the computer is smashed with a sledgehammer.
The credit scene in episode 9 with Gangle and Zooble getting freaky, what was the intention with that?
That was another last-minute moment of me saying f*** it.
We all know Trans Femme Jax is the intended reading of his character now, but are we still allowed to hold other interpretations that maybe we've had for a long time? It's just sad to see so many people being attacked and harassed out of the fandom right now, even while they acknowledge and fully respect Jax being trans just because they have a different interpretation of him.
You guys can genuinely do whatever you want without needing to ask me for permission.
Why did Jax abstract off-screen?
Because I wanted it to feel as abrupt and upsetting as it feels in real life.
Did you think that the Amazing Digital Circus would go so viral? Or did you just make it as one of your other series not thinking much of it? Also, were you mad that your other projects didn't get the attention they deserved?
Absolutely not. I am perfectly fine with my other projects not receiving this amount of attention.
Hey, if you don't mind me asking, can new people still join the circus?
If they put on the headset and get their brain scanned, then yeah.
If Jax transitioned, would she change her name?
She'd change it to Gresnage just to f with everyone, before later changing it to like Lily or something gay like that.
Why in Clartation did you make Ribbit so caked up?
Would you have it any other way?
I was wondering if there was any sort of meaning behind the shape sequence Caine uses to get to the brain scans folder/door, or if it was just a sequence of shapes that looked neat.
It was meant to represent what it's like for him to decide a path he isn't meant to follow, like a visual for his creative problem solving.
Where were Ragatha and Kinger during that short clip from the Fortnite collab?
Somewhere off screen, so the gag of Gangle being alone would work.
Do you think that should have given more characters from the main cast time to shine? I really like your show and like all of the characters, but sometimes some of them feel left out.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's just a lot bigger of an undertaking than I'm sure a lot of people realize when you're the only writer and juggling so many different departments at once. It would have required more episodes, time, and stamina, something I wasn't exactly graced with, being only Glitch's second creator-driven show. I would have needed more writers and co-directors because writing and directing even just 9 episodes basically killed me. It's also a miracle I was allowed to make episode 9 as long as it was, because one thing a producer never ever wants to hear is, I'd like to make this longer. There will always be an incentive to cut things down over fleshing things out. Thankfully, if I do another one of these, a lot of the kinks will hopefully be worked out from the beginning. Hopefully.
What does the J in Susie's name stand for?
Joanne, her mother's name.
Did you already know what the characters would look like from the start, or did you only decide that when you cast the actors for the live-action scene?
They gave me a huge list of actors, and I looked at them all, until I saw ones where I was like, yeah, I could see it.
Specifically, what happened to Caine after getting erased? Is actually that part of the void a recycle bin? He can't actually get deleted, so he just got taken out of bounds? He reappeared as a backup?
I like to think everything that gets deleted gets thrown out into the void.
What would happen if Kaufmo didn't interrupt Jax and Ribbit's talk?
Something dreadfully homosexual.
Will we ever get a trans Jax toy or figurine?
I don't know. I don't have much power when it comes to merch. Otherwise, there'd be a million evil Ragatha things.
Is there anything you would want to change from the digital circus, even if it's something little, if you have to do it all over again?
I'd want to probably explore Pomni's angry side a bit more. She was originally going to be a much angrier character, but after casting Lizzie, she was so nice and sweet that it was toned down a bit, but I kind of regret that. Some of Pomni's anger issues made it through to the final thing, but I wish I made it more of a key part of her.
How do you feel being so famous? Did you ever dreamed about TADC turning out to be as big as it got?
I don't like it, not gonna lie.
How long do you think you'd last in the circus before abstracting?
I just straight up spawn in as an abstraction.
What happened to Dobby after CNA went under?
Died horribly.
Is there a specific reason that Isn't She Lovely was picked to be in episode 9?
Because I like Stevie Wonder and was listening to his stuff while writing.
Is there any possibility of new content for TADC? I don't mean new episode, like shorts or merch.
There will probably be merch and shorts. I won't be writing or directing them, but I trust the person who is.
What's the most major rewrite you had to make during production?
Basically all of episode 7. The original was ass.
What was the conversation between Ragatha and Pomni in episode 6?
Basically exactly what Kinger and Ragatha talked about.
If the circus was never meant to be a mystery box, then what was the one question you hoped the audience would ask themselves after the finale? Not about the plot, but about themselves.
Why wasn't Slenderman there?
Did you plan to abstract any other characters or just Jax?
Nah, just Jax. I'm pretty sure it was in the very first pitch Bible.
What happens when Kaufmo holds his breath?
His eyes turn into X's and he just fucking dies.
Do you have any fun facts about my beautiful, majestic, gorgeous, amazing, stunning Queen Ragatha?
She 100% referred to Zubul exclusively as she, her, the first few weeks of them being there, and once she learned they were non-binary from everyone else, she apologized relentlessly for 3 solid days.
Why was the ending of TADC described as one melted peep?
Because I like to make jokes sometimes.
What are Jax's true thoughts on Gangle? Like, I know she likes to bully Gangle in particular, but we see moments where it seems like she actually thinks that they're friends, almost like when she says,
She likes when I'm mean to her, though.
and of course the scene with her in Jax's mind.
I think Jax takes his complex feelings on his mother out on Gangle, but tries to justify it to himself through delusions that it's not actually abuse, even though it is. Most abusers don't ever think of themselves as abusers, and tend to make up a reality in which their abuse is either not that big a deal, or it's somehow warranted. And from Gangle's perspective, she was at a very vulnerable place when she joined, and Jax took control of their relationship. She formed a bit of a codependent bond with him, even though it just mostly caused her pain. Losing a friend who frequently hurts you can fill you with complex feelings that are really hard to make sense out of.
Do you think Clark would handle the digital circus well? Could Kinger or Pomni fix him?
I think similar to the backrooms, the circus would only amplify and exaggerate his mental issues. He would also be a pirate, I think. That would be cute.
Does Kaufmo have a real name?
Doug,
Does Ribbit have a real name?
Leah,